Anyways, this is the extension of the video, the raped at 16 video, and I just finished like crying it all out. And my name is Iora, and as you guys know, please subscribe if you like this channel. And anyways, so yeah, I was completely like, I can't believe I was raped at 16. I didn't even know I was being raped, and I was exposed to sex at a very early age. And so they always wondered, the woman that gave birth to me always wondered why I was young and dancing a certain way. She took me to auditions, and literally when I was auditioning for dance classes. You know what I did when I went to dance auditions? I literally when I went to dance auditions, I literally was dancing sexy. I wasn't even, all the kids around me were doing like hip hop and all these things and professional dancing, and I'm the only one in the middle of the dance floor. In the middle. Anyways, I still hear the voices, and I still feel like my nipples moving, and the woman, she's in my head, and she's like trying to arouse my spirit or something. So you're gonna catch me doing weird things like that, but I'm still like transitioning. But yeah, so yeah, that's what happened. I was basically, I forgot what I was saying, but anyways, I was dang, oh yeah, I was exposed to sex at an early age, at 2 years old. Oh my god, at the age of 2, I was literally like, I was mentally molested, and I was also like, somebody had to, I don't remember too farther like that, like much, but somebody had to show me how to suck like dick or something. Somebody had to show me how to suck somebody's penis, like, because at the age of 2, because one time I was with my I was turned on by my cousin. Oh my gosh, I think you do get turned on as a kid, but it's different. The turn on feels like an angelic. No, I was literally I was aroused by my cousin. I don't know how other kids feel, but I'm trying to experience to see how, like, how we feel like as children. Like, do we really feel like we wanted to? I think like as a child I was turned on by my cousin, and I really had a crush on him at 2 years old. I did. I remember liking him in a different way and sensing his sexual energy, and I was after him. And so somebody had to do something to me to awaken me in that way. Somebody had to, because how, like, is that how I feel naturally? Like, children don't feel that way. Like, when you're a kid, you don't really feel, because when I was like a teenager, I didn't really, even if I liked a guy, I didn't know how people had sex till I was 14 years old. Oh my god, I didn't know how people had sex until I was 14, and my first love, the first boyfriend ever, and he told me how people have sex. And he was such a good guy because he didn't force me to have sex. We kissed every day. Like, every time we're together we made up, but he never even touched me down there. He was so respectful. That's why I was so in love with him, and I trusted him, and he trusted me. He broke my heart, but I trusted him with all my heart because he was like a knowledgeable young boy. He was 14, I was 13. He was like a knowledgeable young guy, and but he didn't, like, he had touched other girls before. And I think that's why he didn't want, like, when we got older, he said I was different because he didn't really want to date me anymore because I was different from when I was young. Because when I was young, I was still more innocent, more naive, more, you know what I mean, more, I didn't know much, and he was attracted to my lack of knowledge and the fact that I was all like in love with him. And when I'm older, I'm more knowledgeable and have a bigger ego. And so anyways, I'm remembering this, but what I'm remembering is Evan. I was so turned on by Evan, but Evan wasn't like other guys, oh my God, I'm still in love with him. He stole my heart, and he will always have my heart. He will forever have that part of me. He will never ever, and no other guy. Like, I have my twin flame, Tyler, but Evan is like the one guy on this earth, like right now, not in the universe, but Evan is the one guy in this lifetime, the first boyfriend, the first guy I've ever kissed. If I'm ever with any guy, I will always remember him because he was my first experience. But my twin flame was, Adam, which I say I'm Eve, so which I am Eve. I was Eve in my past life, and Eve now, but Eora. But anyways, this is like gonna be jumping to other topics. But I want to sing this song before I finish. But it's gonna be weird for me to sing this song and have this conversation. But I don't have much. I might have to stop it. Anyways, So Evan basically Evan turned me on, but Evan he didn't rub my vagina. He didn't like I kissed his belly. I didn't touch his penis. I was completely innocent. Like I did not know. Like I knew what penis was, but I didn't know I didn't even know what a guy's penis looked like really. Like I didn't even see it on porn. I think I saw porn, but I don't remember. Like I saw like porn websites, and I saw transgender with a dick and breasts, and I was like, what kind of woman is this? I didn't know because I'm from Africa. I didn't know these gay people existed, like transgenders existed. I couldn't believe it. It's abomination. And I don't judge, but it's abomination. God, deal with them. God, please help them change. Help them. I don't want to say hate them. God, help them either change them to normal or get rid of them. Because they're not helping. You're not helping anybody when you're transgender. You're not helping the universe. You're not helping the universe. I mean, you probably are, but you're not helping the universe in any way by changing your sex. And because you're not being fruitful and multiplying, you lying about who you are, all these things, so you're not helping. But anyways, I don't judge you. God made you that way for a reason. There is a reason why you transformed into a transgender, because God is using you to as an example of what should not happen or what you shouldn't do. Also, God can use a transgender to show a woman how to be confident, because some women don't know how to be confident. Also, he could be a God. He could use that man to do anything. But even if those are the way God is making it, this is not how you're supposed to be. This is what God is telling me. This is not what he likes. It's not what he wants. He wants you to be exactly the way he made you. He doesn't want you to tamper with your body. He doesn't want your body is the temple of the Lord. He does not want you to have surgery on your body if it's not needed. He does not want you to change into plastic surgery to have fake breasts if it's not needed. Do not get fake butt if it's not needed. I know these things are luxurious but if it's not needed, it's going to mess up your body. It's going to mess up your life. You rather have a flat butt than to walk around with a pus and all these problems. What if there's accidents that happen to your body? You do not want complications with yourself. You rather have nothing, a flat chest, flat butt, than have complications. You do not want to have because you might not always have the money that you have. You know what I mean? You might not always have the money that you have to change your weight out, to change your body like that. Because when you have these things, you're going to need to continue to maintain this. But with the pandemic hitting, you don't know how long the coronavirus is going to come. Maybe a storm will come and blow down all the rich people's homes. And you won't have money. There won't be doctors. This is a prediction that this is going to happen. God is telling me that this is going to happen. There's going to come a time where these things are not going to, God is upset. He's upset. He does not like it. It seems like he's happy about it, but he's not happy about it. He's not. And he's mad. And this is why the coronavirus is here. He's here to destroy his enemies. We're angels, and we're here to speak for God. God is hurt. It hurts him to see his people act this way. Why would he hurt it? Why? Because I always say, well, God, you knew this was going to happen. Why would you make us if you knew this was going to happen? You know, but it's like God, I don't think God really knew. It's embarrassing to say that. Well, how could he know? Because he knows. He knows. God knows, but it's like God is learning. Like he told me before, he's learning through us how to raise us, how to be. But it's like he's embarrassed. God is embarrassed because he doesn't really know exactly what's going on unless he experiences it with us. That's why he walks in us. That's why we call upon the Spirit of God, because when we call upon the Spirit of God, he uses our body to raise us. He uses us to raise each other. So when we call onto the Spirit of God, we allow him to be in us and to show us how to walk and to have his way with us. But when we call on to the spirit of Satan, then the spirit of Satan takes on over that person, and that person works for Satan and does the work of Satan. But God, there is a spirit that's telling me that God knew beforehand. No, God didn't know beforehand. No, God knew. God was in the middle of knowledge and lack of knowledge. And he was a student just like we were before. He had to discover himself. And I can hear him saying, He had to discover himself and master himself in order for him to learn how to make us. He had to feel on himself. He had to be blind. He saw, but he must have been blind to see himself. So God had to feel himself like this. He used his hands to read himself. This is why people are blind. He made people blind so people can really know how God really felt before he made us, and the importance of why we are here for him, so he could see himself in action. Because if we're not there, God cannot see himself in action. We have to tell God how we're acting. So we are God's eyes. Even the animals, even a roach, they are God's secret eyes, watching, spying, secret weapon. They are roaches because they're powerful and they're doing something important. That's why they're disgusting, because they don't need to be, around. They don't need to be around. They're snitches or whatever they are. I rebuke them, but I have sympathy, but I rebuke them. But anyways, I have to cut this short. God had to feel himself. He read himself with his hand, and once he read himself, then he caught his hands. Our body has memory. We have a memory in our glands, in our fingers. When we feel, we remember what we feel. Our brain, it sends messages to our brain, reminding us what this feels like. So once you feel it, you read it. Just like when they're blind, they have lumps. And so when they're blind, the letters have little ridges. And so that's how they can read. However those ridges go, they remember how that ridge, they follow that line. And it's the same thing with me when I was going through what I was going through. God was reading me to see if I am his queen. And because a lot of people look like me, and you know what I mean? And he was, confused. And I know, oh God, how could God be confused? The mastermind confused? I know, but it happens. You never know, we have to believe that he believes in order for him to stand his ground and stay steady. Lord, forgive me if I'm wrong and correct me. But anyways, so he created us. After creating himself, he read himself, and then he formed man out of his own image. He read the eyes out of his own image. He had to have created a mirror. How did he know that his eyes were green, or what color his eyes were? Instincts. That's the spirit. That's what I'm getting. His first instinct was the color green. God's powerful. He's going to say, what color my eyes? And then his body's going to show him instantly. He's not going to be, it's not like confusion. He's just going to, all he has to do is say what color the eyes. And the eyes show up. Anyways, but I'll tell you guys more later about these things. I have to finally shut this down. I'm sorry I'm going from topic to topic, but I'll tell more later.